Hey, my name is Mike Karischer. Yeah, sorry I cannot participate live at your event on Zoom. But I try to improvise a little bit, so at least I can offer a pretty background. Pretty spectacular here. This is actually my office today here in the mountains of Tennessee. It's very beautiful. It's worth the drive. And I've been asked about the subject of 5 different poses for someone to do a headshot with, right? Well, how should I pose for a good headshot? To keep it short, simple, and sweet, fundamental basic is never move too much. When the photographer, for example, says, look to your right, that would be too much. Look to the left. That would also be too much. Because I don't see your face. This is too much of a way. So you kind of want to be looking this way, or you kind of want to be looking this way. You always want to stay around the camera itself, right? So if this is my camera, you would be looking straight by me, maybe a little further away. The key is we always want to see both of your eyes and both the white part on the on the right, on the left. We want to see that on the picture. For headshots in particular, you don't want to move much, period, unless you're an actress in the ladies event kind of case. So when the photographer positions you, right, probably ask you to turn a little bit to your right or to your left, and then he says, move your head towards me, chin down a little bit, now look at me, now smile. Very simple. You can also, obviously do the other direction, have the person look over a little bit, or you can even, you, in my case, me as the photographer, you as the one sitting being photographed, I would tell you, look over, a little more, perfect, stay, a little less, okay, chin down, now look at me, smirk, smile. Okay, now let's move over a little bit. Okay, just perfect, not too much. Little less maybe, yeah, right there. Shoulders up a little bit, and now look at me, smile. Or maybe tilt your head. Or the other way. See, those are tiny mental movements that are already as good as they can be. You don't want to be too extreme unless you're in a high-end fashion shoot. Then obviously you get more creative. Especially for business purposes, that's kind of like the realm I would try to carry myself. What is very modern nowadays is to step away from the stereotype studio setting and have something more like this, right? Like a little background. Like an office building, for example, would be the perfect background for somebody that, wants to apply for, some form of business, banking, something that requires a suit, something more like office building like. And, but you want the background to be blurred out. Right? You don't want it to be too overpowering because it would distract from you. You want to carry yourself, you want to be the center of attention, you don't want anything in the background that kind of takes away from what you want to do, what the message that you want to deliver, correct? Okay, so very simple. The background just has to be blurry. So a good photographer makes sure the background is blurry. You're in the center, but it looks still alive. There's still energy. There's still something happening. This is new age. This is, let's step away from this typical boring sit, chair. It's boring. There's no spice, right? We want spice. We want to make it interesting. Yeah. Outfit. Make sure your outfit is just the way you want it to be. If there's a certain dress code, obviously dress code appropriate. If you more, in the field of communicating with different people, like more out, more alive, don't be afraid to show your personal colors. You have your color, something that you look good in, something that shows maybe business casual, where let's say a jeans, a button-down blouse in, nice jacket, like a sports coat, Polo Ralph Lauren on women, beautiful. Stuff like this. Like the outfit has to be a reflection of who you are. After all, we all want to tell the world something, correct? And make sure you feel whatever it is that you want to express, if that makes any sense. Because if I don't believe your eyes, then the entire picture does not make sense. Make sense? So when you smile, you have to smile. Like this would be a dull smile. I would not believe myself. Now this would be a believable smile. See the difference? The difference is in your eyes. As a photographer, I want to believe your eyes. And anybody literally that looks at your picture wants to see your eyes. This is how we show who we are, and this is how we express our personality, and this is where the message that we want to send to the world is being delivered. So posing, outfit and everything is good, but the most essential part, right there. Yes, this is a video. I'm on lunch break. I'm actually shooting a commercial here in the beautiful mountains of Tennessee. Loving it. Yes, so ladies, I hope this was somewhat informative. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. I will be more than happy to answer any questions, email, text, whatever. If it comes to the day of a photo shoot, especially what to ask a photographer or how to determine what photographer is right for you. There are so many different types of styles out there, especially in photography. So this is a whole nother subject for a different video, but one thing I definitely gonna tell you, and this is, if you choose your photographer, make sure he cares. For whatever photo shoot you're hiring him for, you want to make sure he comes from a genuine place in his heart, which means care. Oh, I care for your product. Oh, I understand your product. I hear what you're saying, expressively, but I also hear what you're saying, meaning I fully understand your concept. I fully understand who you are and what it is that you're asking for me, of me. Sorry. Very important. He needs to care, because if a photographer doesn't care, it's like click, click, click. Pictures might be pretty in some, with a lucky shot, but when I talk about your eyes, then this kind of explains it all, right? Enjoy the rest of your seminar. Goodbye.